You might be surprised to learn that one of the most effective ways to fall asleep doesn't involve a pill, a gadget, or even a trip to the doctor. In fact, this method takes just a minute, can be done right in bed, and was originally inspired by ancient yogic practices. Yet it's being hailed today by medical doctors and sleep experts as a game changer for older adults. It's called the 4-7-8 breathing technique, and if you're over 60 and struggling with falling or staying asleep, this deceptively simple trick might just transform your nights. Why? Because sleep challenges after 60 aren't just frustrating. They're dangerous. Poor sleep has been linked to cognitive decline, increased fall risk, and even cardiovascular problems. But the 4-7-8 method works with your nervous system to calm the body naturally. No side effects, no dependency, no expensive therapies. And today we're diving deep into how it works, 5 key things you should do to make it most effective, and 3 sneaky habits that could be sabotaging your results without you even realizing it. And stay tuned, because later in this video we'll reveal a common healthy bedtime ritual that might be tricking your brain out of sleep mode. If you value practical, science-backed health insights for aging vibrantly, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And let us know in the comments, have you ever tried a breathing exercise to help you sleep? Just type yes if you have, or not yet if you're about to try tonight. Number 1 on our embrace list. The science behind it. Why 4-7-8 works like a sleep switch. This breathing method isn't magic, it's physiology. When you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8, you're doing more than counting. You're resetting your nervous system. Holding your breath activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the one that signals your body it's time to rest. That 7-second hold helps build up carbon dioxide slightly, which can enhance the calming effect. And the 8-second exhale, that's the exclamation mark. Long exhales signal safety. They're your body's way of saying, it's okay to let go. For seniors, this is crucial. As we age, our stress threshold can lower and sleep can become lighter. 4-7-8. Breathing helps deepen relaxation, creating the internal conditions for faster, more restful sleep. Number 2, practice before bed, but also during the day. Most people think the 4-7-8 technique is only useful when you're lying in bed. But here's the secret. Practicing it during the day, especially when you're feeling anxious or unfocused, trains your body to respond faster at night. Think of it like muscle memory. If you only use it when you're desperate for sleep, it may feel unfamiliar or ineffective. But if you build the habit during calmer moments, say after lunch or before an afternoon nap, you teach your nervous system what to expect. Seniors who make 4-7-8 breathing a daily ritual, even for just a minute or two, often report falling asleep more easily within just a few nights. Number 3, pair it with a wind-down routine, not screens. The 4-7-8 technique is most powerful when it's not fighting against other habits that wake the brain up. That's why pairing it with a consistent wind-down routine, like dimming the lights, turning off electronics, and maybe reading something light, can drastically improve results. Why? Because your brain loves patterns. When it senses the same calming cues each night, it starts to associate them with sleep. Adding 4-7-8 breathing to this ritual becomes a signal to the brain. It's safe, it's quiet, it's time to shut down. Just 5 to 10 minutes of a calm routine followed by 4-7-8 breathing can ease the transition into sleep, especially for older adults whose internal clocks may be more sensitive. Number 4, use it when you wake up in the middle of the night. One of the biggest frustrations after 60 isn't just falling asleep. It's waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. and not being able to get back to sleep. That's where 4-7-8 breathing shines. Instead of tossing and turning or checking the time, start the breathing cycle. Let the long exhale be your anchor. It redirects attention away from racing thoughts and back toward your body's natural rhythms. Even if you don't fall asleep immediately, you'll at least enter a state of rest that supports your brain and body. And often sleep follows naturally once you stop trying so hard. Number 5, stick with it. Real change happens over time. Here's a truth not enough people tell you. The first night you try 4-7-8 breathing, it might feel strange. You might even wonder, is this doing anything? But the benefits are cumulative. By night 3, 4, or 5, many people start reporting noticeably shorter time to fall asleep, fewer nighttime wake-ups, and better morning alertness. Think of it like watering a plant. Each session builds the habit, trains your nervous system, and makes sleep more automatic. Stick with it for a week before judging its effectiveness, especially if you're over 60, when new rhythms sometimes take a little more time to click. First on our caution list, late-night news or stimulating content, fuel for a restless brain. It's tempting to check the news or scroll through headlines before bed, especially for seniors who live alone and want to stay connected. But the harsh reality? Consuming stimulating or emotional content before bed puts your nervous system in a mild state of alert, even if you don't feel stressed consciously. When your brain is chewing on bad news, dramatic storylines, or even political chatter, it activates your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight mode. And that's directly opposite of what 4-7-8 breathing is trying to do. Even if you perform the breathing exercise perfectly, it's like swimming upstream if you've just been watching something that got your heart rate or emotions going. To make 4-7-8 truly effective, aim to shut off all emotionally stimulating media at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Second, using alcohol to help you fall asleep. A sleep imposter. Here's a trap many fall into. Having a nightcap or glass of wine thinking it will help them sleep. And yes, alcohol may initially make you drowsy, but what it does afterward is far more disruptive, especially for older adults. Alcohol interferes with your REM sleep, the stage crucial for memory and emotional processing. It also leads to more awakenings during the night and suppresses your ability to reach deep, restorative sleep. Even worse, alcohol can blunt your body's sensitivity to calming signals like 4-7-8 breathing. You may perform the exercise, but your nervous system is still processing the alcohol's stimulating rebound effects. For seniors who want quality sleep, not just drowsiness, experts recommend cutting off alcohol at least 3 to 4 hours before bed, or avoiding it entirely in the evening. Third, overthinking the technique, perfectionism that backfires. Ironically, one of the biggest pitfalls with the 4-7-8 breathing method is trying too hard to do it right. If you're counting the seconds too precisely, worrying whether you held your breath long enough, or straining to exhale for exactly 8 seconds, you're pulling yourself out of relaxation and into performance mode. That defeats the purpose. This method is about creating a rhythm, not perfection. If you can't quite exhale for 8 seconds, let it be 6. If holding your breath feels difficult at first, ease into it. The key is to guide your body, not control it rigidly. Seniors, especially those who are high-achieving or used to structured routines, sometimes struggle with this, but letting go of the need to nail it is exactly what allows the nervous system to unwind. So instead of forcing the technique, feel it. Relax into it. Trust the rhythm even if it's not perfect. Many people, especially older adults, love the ritual of sipping something warm before bedtime. It feels soothing, familiar, even nostalgic. But here's a surprising twist. That bedtime cup of herbal tea may be disrupting your sleep. Why? Because not all herbal teas are caffeine-free, and even those that are labeled decaf can still contain trace amounts of caffeine. Plus, many blends contain natural stimulants like ginseng, guarana, or yerba mate, which can override the calming effects of 4-4-7-8 breathing. And there's more. Even if the tea is 100% caffeine-free, it can trigger increased urine production, leading to middle-of-the-night bathroom trips that fragment your sleep. If you love a bedtime beverage, opt for a small cup and finish it at least an hour before sleep. Look for ingredients like chamomile, passion flower, or valerian root, and check the label carefully. And remember, 4-7-8 breathing can become your new nighttime ritual, soothing, silent, and spill-free. Here's the heart of it. After 60, your sleep patterns change. Hormonal shifts, medications, and years of habits can make falling asleep and staying asleep feel like a battle. But it doesn't have to be. The 4-7-8 breathing technique isn't a miracle cure. It's a tool, a deceptively simple one, that works with your body, not against it. And when combined with awareness of your habits, a bit of consistency, and self-compassion, it can become one of your most powerful allies for rest. You've now learned what this method does, why it's uniquely suited for seniors, and how to avoid the sneaky things that can block its benefits. But more than that, we hope you walk away with this message. You are not powerless over your sleep. In fact, small intentional choices, like giving yourself 2 minutes to breathe deeply each night, can tip the scales toward healing, clarity, and vitality. You don't need to chase complicated solutions or rely solely on external fixes. Sometimes the answer is as close as your own breath. So tonight, when you slip into bed, try it. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale slowly for 8. Do it 4 times. Let go, and trust your body's ability to heal itself, one breath at a time. You are stronger than you know, especially after 60. Now we'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to try differently in your bedtime routine tonight? Share it in the comments below. And if this video brought you insight or calm, please consider hitting like, sharing it with a friend who could use better sleep, and subscribing for more wellness wisdom, all tailored for life after 60. Until next time, rest well, breathe deeply, and remember, your best years can still be your most peaceful.